We're about to meet the man who's going to close the show from Savile Row to the backs of David Bowie, Robbie Williams and even Barack Obama. Ozwald Boateng's designs do speak for themselves, but now the designer himself, Ozwald Boateng, is with us. Ozwald, thank you very much indeed for joining us today. If I could just begin by getting you to tell us a little bit about your history, because it is a fascinating one. I mean, from North London, you were studying, I think, at Southwark, but you weren't even studying fashion.
No, I was studying computers, and
you didn't come from a fashion background, right?
No. I had a girlfriend who could paint and draw with both hands, and she basically showed me that I had a talent for designing clothes. And that happened when I was about 16, and when she showed me that, it was kind of like a natural kind of, that's what I need to be doing, and so that's what I did.
Takes an awful lot of drive and determination, though, to come from a situation where you had no formal training at that age and no, fabulous background. You didn't have a mother who happened to own a designer store, right? But to actually make it like that. You've got quite a few interesting philosophies, business philosophies, and one of them is that you're not afraid to take risks.
That's right, and I think that's because I'm self-taught. I don't know, I wasn't taught to do it the right way, so I made a few mistakes and I kind of learned as I go away. So the thing is how that worked was really is that when you're self-taught, and everything that's coming from inside you, the idea of risk isn't what it's about. It's about just trying and doing. And so every aspect of what I do in my business and in my life is always based on an instinct. And I kind of respond to that. You've
also taken some big risks in terms of doing things like having a collection at Paris Fashion Week when you weren't then going to sell retail. I mean, there must have been risks that other people in the business thought, the guy doesn't know what he's doing.
Yeah, that was just about defining a message of, all right, I know that traditional English tailoring is not fashionable. Now, how do I make that fashionable? So I knew by doing a big catwalk show in Paris as a tailor, I knew that that would be a way of bringing a realization to the potential of what an English tailor was and the concept of tailoring. And by doing that, it made everyone think about couture. And couture is a global business, whereas tailoring is kind of a corner shop business.
Little city business.
Yeah,
really,
and so what I wanted to do is I wanted to combine the two together. And I knew that if I did a catwalk show as a part of the big fashion week in Paris, I'd make everyone look at that in a very different way. So I've always been someone who has understood the potential of opportunities and understood how to communicate that message out.
It does take a lot of inner confidence. I noticed you said when you opened your first store in London, nobody came through the doors for a week. I mean, at times like that, you must be thinking...
No, that's not correct. Not about that. But I think, no, the thing is I already had an established client base before I even opened my store on Savile Row. But, yeah, I mean, I am very much a pioneer. I would say to you that at that time on Savile Row, it was a very dead street. There was not a lot of traffic. And so what I did is I kind of created a new definition of what the potential of Savile Row was to a much different audience, because then it was a very old audience, it wasn't very young. And so I brought a younger audience to the street.
Well, now you've got all these stars wearing your clothes, including Barack Obama. Where do you go from here? You want to grow the brand even further, right?
Yeah, so the thing is the intention was always to have stores globally. But now, it kind of takes a period of time to get the understanding of the retail concept and the kind of concept of what you want to pull out. Because, the luxury goods business is to build a luxury brand usually can take only like 50 years. If you look at the big brands. So it's quite unique that I've even done it in the time frame that I have. So what is now the next steps up for me now is to open stores globally. And I'm looking at likes of China, Russia, India. And I'm doing that in a structured kind of a mixture between straight franchises and franchise partnerships.
And you're actually going to be closing London Fashion Week, and that also is a bit of a departure for you because you've shown in Paris before. That's
right. So in all the years that I've been showing in Paris and Milan and even New York, it's been, I don't know, 15, 16, 17 years. I've never had an opportunity to show in London because there was never a platform for menswear in London, which is quite shocking, because the menswear business in the UK is huge. So it's So finally they've created a Men's Day, and so it's kind of dovetailed into a couple of stories of duration of time of me being in business, and I've finally been able to be a part of the Fashion Week structure here and close the week, so it's good.
And in the middle of all of that, you also had time to set up an African charity.
Yeah, well, in the middle of that, yes. And the thing is I have this, I've always had this passion in Africa, and that's really been about how do I take my skill set and give an opportunity to Africans.
Mr. Boateng, thank you very much indeed for joining us. Good luck with the show.
Thank you.